dealership door for his girlfriend in a wheelchair and said, "Sir, I would like to buy a new car for my girlfriend." His ex noticed them and smirked, saying,
"Why would you even buy a car for a girlfriend who can't walk?"
The salesman heard this and tried not to laugh, but his face told a completely different story as he replied sarcastically, "Sure you do. Get out," she snapped. "You filthy beggar. You don't even have money for food, and you think you can buy a car?" His ex laughed loudly and added,
"Listen to him. I dumped you because of this. Do you remember?"
Suddenly, a young woman who had joined the dealership just 2 months ago and who used to be his best friend in school stepped forward. Her hands were trembling, yet she still approached and said,
"Marco, what are you doing? You are embarrassing me. You don't even have money to survive a month."
She waved at the salesman and said,
"Sir, they are just looking. I will explain the situation."
Then she turned back to him sharply and said,
"Marco, you need to leave right now. You will always be poor."
The young man calmly pointed and said, "The Bentley S-Line." His ex stepped closer and laughed, saying,
"A Bentley? You in dirty sweatpants?"
She mocked him and added,
"Loser, I'll eat these keys if you actually buy it."
The young man stayed calm and gently put a new high heel on his girlfriend's leg. She scoffed and said,
"While you're down there, clean my heels too, and show some respect to wealthy people."
A few moments later, the young man noticed an elderly man outside struggling to load big boxes into his car. He went out to help, and the elderly man thanked him quietly. Watching from her wheelchair, his girlfriend smiled proudly. At that moment, the manager came over and said,
"Take these beggars out. The CEO is coming."
When the young man returned, his ex laughed sarcastically and said,
"Haha, you think helping people lets you stay inside?"
Just then, the CEO stepped in and said, "Sir, I'd like to offer you a 30% discount on the Bentley S-Line." The ex snapped angrily.
"A 30% discount? Are you serious? A poor man in dirty sweatpants gets special treatment, but not me."
The CEO calmly replied, "This man started an online business worth $1 million in his garage while you were joking about why he had no friends." He then added, "And the elderly man he helped was my father."
The ex froze and said nothing. His girlfriend slowly stood up from her wheelchair and said,
"I recorded how your staff treated my boyfriend."
She looked at the ex and added,
"Money cannot buy respect or class. We were just testing how you treat poor people and people with special needs."
The former best friend pleaded.
"Marco, please help me. I didn't know you were rich."
Marco looked at her calmly and said, "Money reveals people. Poverty teaches you who stays." Then the CEO turned to his staff and said, "You are both fired, not because you failed as workers, but because you failed as human beings."
"Drop a heart if you believe money cannot buy class."